then President Cyril Ramaphosa and some of his cabinet ministers have promised Tsomo residents in the Eastern Cape that government is working tirelessly to improve service delivery. Residents have highlighted their frustrations with poor service delivery in the area. They're not happy with the lack of water, poor roads and high crime levels in the province. Our reporter Ziniko Mhlaba is in Tsomo and joins us now live. Ziniko, very good afternoon to you. We've heard residents' concerns and some responses from the likes of Labour Minister Thula Singesi, Police Minister Begicele and the others. What's coming out of that Imbizo?
Well, Paul, very good afternoon to you. Yes, the Imbizo has just concluded here at Tsomo under the Christian municipality. It was a very frank engagement between the citizens of this particular municipality and surrounding towns, and with the minister and the president and also the premier himself. So I'm joined now by the premier of the Eastern Cape, Premier Oscar Mabuyane, just to get a sense of how he feels after that frank engagement, both from the ministers, the president, but also some real facts coming out from his own constituency themselves. So, Premier, a very frank discussion that you had there with the residents expressing their concerns when it comes to infrastructure, roads. What do you make of the engagement in general as the head of this province?
Fortunately, there were no surprises. Nothing new that was raised are issues that we ourselves as leaders of this province, we've been championing. As you would probably recall, on how I've summarized in my welcoming remarks, I almost spoke to a number of issues that our people spoke about. We know exactly what is the problem. We know exactly what are the challenges. We are tackling those challenges one by one. I can tell you we are getting issues resolved there slowly but surely. We now getting more support from national. Having seen a lot of ministers coming here, hearing people themselves. You know, we are interacting with our people every day. Wednesday, I had a similar gathering in Tendane, rural areas, people raising similar issues. Key agriculture here is important to change people's lives, to improve our socio-economic outlook. We're looking at a number of areas, niche areas that were spoken about. You talk about cannabis, industrial hemp, you talk about oceans economy, just to diversify our economy from the reliance that we've been having over the last 6 decades on the auto sector manufacturing. So we're doing very well. I think we're getting there. We are improving every day. We're working on the network, road network infrastructure, because we must unlock the economic growth potential of our province by ensuring that we are redressing the imbalances of the past.
There was a serious concern raised by Minister Mkhunu, and the President emphasized that point, that some municipalities who are failing the province to spend the funds allocated to them is a very concerning issue, and also going as far as saying that they will hold some funds should municipalities not spend efficiently. As the Premier, are you concerned about that? Have you been engaging those municipalities?
I'm very much concerned, but there has been an improvement, a lot of improvement from where we used to be. As I've said, we used to be very bad generally. If you look at MFMA audit outcomes, last year we were almost at about 50% with unqualifications. So there's a progress. I can tell you, I'm putting that under microscopic view as a premier. I'm making every mayor have sleepless nights to fully account about things that are done. We are integrating. We're making it a point that everyone moves with us. No one is left behind. In the process, we are actually pulling them along as we move. We're bringing all the support, whether it's Section 154 support, to make sure that the municipalities perform. What we've realized, 139 interventions have not been helpful. Rather, they're delaying the problems. But make municipalities to develop their capacity, bring people, transfer skill, make sure that we move forward. So with that, we are moving forward. Yes, it has been our actually weakest link, the local municipalities, for a number of reasons. The capacity issues, the money issues. These are rural municipalities. Some of them will never be viable, whether you like it or not. But we are redoubling our effort to ensure that we attend to those problems, because municipalities are at the coalface of our people's challenges. They must be able to function optimally, to attend to issues. The issue for me is about leadership with vision, focusing on LED, making it a point that every mayor understands what is expected from her or him as a leader of the municipality.
Thank you very much, Premier.
Pleasure. Welcome.
Thank you. That's the Premier of the Eastern Cape, Mr. Oscar Mabuyane, talking about the importance of making sure that the municipalities work efficiently. So let me just give you a sense of people who are now living for their own different villages. And I can tell you right now that as it gets dark, it's going to be a bit difficult for people of these villages to be able to return back while it's still early. So that's the situation here. And as the President said, the turnout in this particular Imbizo was overwhelming. A lot of people came through, but they had mixed feelings about the importance of this. Also having mixed feelings about whether bazawukwazi now ukuthetha. Asazi ke ngoku noba kamna ke Mpho will be able to get some reactions from the residents here. Let's get a sense of how people are feeling about this particular botata bami enkosi kakhulu maxolo ngokuniphazamisa iNewzroom Afrika lena inkokheli zaseburhulumente zinizele niziva njani ngokuza kwabo apha ndiqala pha kuwe.
Okay, mandibulise mntana omhle lo uthe naye nguNkosi uNgqongolo inkosi yamazizi apha eTsomo. Siziva sonwabe kakhulu ngokuba umphathiswa azonyathela kweli Tsomo kuba iTsomo eli yidorophana encinci noko apha edorophini enomcelimngeni kumcimbi ke ojongene nento ye-service delivery nophuhliso. Ewe kona masincome sibulele kumphathiswa xa eza nale district developmental model yokuba izosincedisa kuba apha xa ujongile sinendlela esuka apha eTsomo ebheke eSalarem engenziwanga ngatha. Ngoku umphathiswa ke umongameli xa efikile nethemba lokuba sawuncedeka. Sine-heritage road kamama uAlbertina notsikelelo Sisulu nayo
those are some of the traditional leaders under the Intsika municipality reflecting and also appreciating the presence of the cabinet and also led by the President here. Back to you.
Very well, Ziniko Mhlaba there giving us a sense of some of the reactions on the ground after the presidential imbizo in the Eastern Cape.